hear what Ms. Toyin has to say. She's been married for over 25 years. I believe she's got like wealth of experience in marriage. So what do you think?
The reality is, if a man or a woman cannot control themselves to the extent of, slapping, beating, I don't believe the person will change.
Right?
Yeah. You should be able to control yourself. I mean, the truth is, it always starts with maybe pushing or slap, and before you know what is happening, you become a punching bag.
Yeah.
The reality is, it's always like that. But women, we were like, no, it won't happen again. It won't happen again. It will change. We keep on making an excuse for such a person. When it comes to violence, emotional abuse, I don't think they will not change. That's the truth. They can go for counseling, wherever, but the reality is they won't change. I want to say with prayer.
So are you saying report them?
Call the police, report them, because you need evidence in case things
go
out of. Yeah, you need an evidence to say, okay, this is not the first time he's beating me, because it happens, and it's not only women, it's not only
men.
The abuse is not only on women.
Yeah,
it's
both
ways as well. So you need to.
So are we saying, because there are two different situations here? I called the police, and police come, takes him out of the environment of the violent environment. But you can press charges. Someone hit you, someone abused you. Are we going all out to press charges? Are we ending the marriage for one slap or violence or something? Are we going all out to press charges that your husband beat you or something?
It depends on the extent.
Yes, I think so too.
It depends on how often he's doing it. But I think, it's safer to let the authority know.
Call the police, I would say. The reason is not because you're pressing charges, because you're actually documenting evidence. The day you decide to actually leave the marriage because of domestic violence, you might not have pictures to show the marks, but you have a record that you have called the police maybe once, twice, or 3 times. So you actually vindicated that you tried all you could to help this person. But something worries me though. We have this African mentality of, people say, it's just one slap. If you leave your marriage, who is going to get married to you with kids?
Yeah, like it's happening everywhere.
It's been happening everywhere. Your neighbor is beating his wife. It's just that she hasn't told you yet. Do you think it's something that we have actually not let go, that we're still practicing here? Like, if this situation happens here, are we going to be listening to, do you think that people that will come up to you and say, Ms. Toyin, you've been married for 25 years, where are you going to now?
Actually, first of all, I'm not a punching bag. So if a man wants to turn me to his punching bag, he should go to the boxing ring. and that's some period. If you're gonna turn me to your punching bag, go to the boxing ring. And and this is the situation whereby we women women now are being more empowered, are being more bold. They come on social media. Previously, we would hide and say, I don't want people to know about this. I'm ashamed. I don't want to talk about this.
I don't want to be a failure.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to be a failure.
Sometimes you don't have that family support, but I've seen women step out on faith, come on social media and talk about their abuse.
Call your husband
and
out.
they have support from strangers on social medias, people sending them help. I've seen a situation whereby they had to contribute on Instagram a certain sum of money to rent a house for this woman and her family and get her moved out. People contributed funds because she was so battered by her husband. She was bruised, blood everywhere, and the only option was to come on social media because this has been happening, and every time she goes home, they send her back to her husband.
Why is she going home, though? I don't get that concept of going home.
No, what she's saying is that maybe she goes to her father's house and her parents send her
back to her father's house.
So maybe she's not empowered.
Excuse me, are you not working? So I don't get that going to my father's house. If, God forbid, if anything happens between my husband and I, I'm not going back to my father's house to do what?
Because that's where they send you back. They say you go back to your city.
I don't understand. Who is doing the sending?
Your father or your mother did. So there's a situation where they listen to you you know, they listen to you complain, my husband did this, my husband did that, and the next thing you hear is, oh, sorry about that, but you're not sleeping here tonight.
You have to go
You'll
back.
have to go back to your husband's house and resolve your issues.
But the thing is, friends, they're married. And if you go there, the husband will be like,
Well,
you know.
that's true.
Yeah.
But I would say, though, that for me, I think in recent times, there's been a serious paradigm shift.
Yes.
Even back in Africa, there's a lot of advocacy
things are changing.
going on against
Visibly.
women and children abuse. So I think the paradigm is changing. Women are becoming more aware that it's okay to speak out.
Yeah.
It's okay, you know, our
It's
mothers
okay to
brought
be
us up to say,
divorced.
don't hire your dirty linen outside, like you're always supposed to, you know, whatever happens in your house, let it stay in your house and all of that. But I think in recent times that is changing. And with that change is the fact that women are now feeling that, okay, it's okay to speak out. And for every person that comes out, it's another building block to tell the next person that, okay, you're not alone. If these people stepped out and they're okay, you can step out and be okay as well. So personally, I don't see any reason, if they send you to your father sends you away, please cry out. There are people who are waiting to support you.
Yeah,
and most importantly, especially when there are kids in that relationship, maybe not even for you, but you're damaging those children.
Yeah.
Serious damage is going on. It's either they're going to grow up, I mean, a girl grows up and she feels, okay, maybe that's all I'm meant to be. Men are supposed to treat me that way.
Yeah.
And then she gets into abusive relationships herself. Or a boy child, you know, grows up and feels, oh, I'm the man, we're supposed to just punch them. And then he goes out and, you know, dates this one and beats her up. So please, if not even for you alone, for the children,
I agree.
cry out and seek help.
Yeah, but do you think this is one significant reasons why marriages that survived or would have survived in Africa will never survive here? Do you think it's one reason, domestic violence?
It won't. It can never survive here. I mean, the law here backs women, not only women.
Not just women. Violence is
violence.
The law here
yeah.
backs anyone that is a victim of domestic violence. So if you're being abused, you know, back home in Nigeria and you have no one to reach out to, but once you're in Canada and you get abused, you call 911. You call the police. You don't have to worry about where am I going to sleep.
Yes,
that is
You don't have to worry about where am I going to sleep.
That's your father's house to go to.
Exactly. Or, you know, who is going to provide care for me? Even though you are not working here, you know, you still have that support from the government.
Yeah, at least you get
so
where to sleep.
You're not stranded.
Things. Yeah, I think so. You know, the thing I usually say is, treat another person just like
you want to be treated
the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
If it's not working, take it work. Be alive. Don't kill anybody before you realize like it wasn't working. And don't wait to be killed too. You know why we're saying this thing is because we're always saying the man hits the woman. The man might hit you and you are not dead, but the time you retaliate, he might hit his head against something and dies and you go to prison. You had the time to leave before it got that bad. So please, I don't see any reason why you should be in any form of, you know, abusive relationship. Take your work. To catch some fresh air. That's what I would say. So on a lighter note, let's talk about how we can actually, you know, make bonding with our husbands here better. You know, we're in a different environment from what we're used to in Nigeria, you know.
And there's a lot of time.
Yeah, there's a lot of time. She's very particular about the fact that there's days. But, you know, some people say that we don't have enough time in Canada. Like 24 hours is not even enough. But how do we, you know, keep the marriage together first? Do you agree that Canada's environment, like the system, naturally makes the marriage bonded together? Like you get to do things together. Do we all agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
We do. So how then do we maintain that?
For myself, I mean, when we come back from work, we talk about, you know, our day. We, you know, we always have a movie to watch.
Wow.
You know, and we discuss, we talk about it. And even the kids, we call them and we there will be a topic that we want to talk about. We all argue about it, you know, discuss. And two of us too, even after they're gone, we still talk about it, you know. From there, you are bonding, right? Because when you guys don't come together and talk, you'll be growing apart. Before you know what is happening, you are living in the same house for 15 years. You don't even know each other. You don't even you already grow apart, right? So you should still continue to, you know, be in love, like.
Okay,
you know,
how
so
do
these
you
days
spice it up? How do
So
you
let's take Regina for example. Regina is a really small city. You can get around within 15 to 20 minutes. So you don't have the issue of traffic. You know, back home in Lagos, you could leave your home as early as 6:30 a.m. And then come back maybe midnight, you know, because of the traffic in Lagos. So you don't have that time to do any form of bonding. And then weekends, you have parties to attend. You have weddings to attend. So, so I think Canada promotes, you know, a lot of family time, a lot of bonding. You know, just like Ms. Toyin said, my husband and I and the kids, we sit down, we watch movies. We watched Soul about 3 days ago, and my son loved it. So it was, we had that family time. We gist, we talk, we gossip, you know. And I think
gossip.
that's it. If you don't gossip with your husband, I don't know who else you should gossip with. So,
yeah, I can imagine. Okay, nobody has actually said what I had in mind, though.
So for me, I mean, this day you can't even go to movie. So we
I was going to say it's one way.
Yeah,
but
you
apart
can
from the
go
fact
to
that you have
movies.
like the restricted movement right now, but movies, going out
Yeah, going
together,
out
you know,
together,
going for
nights,
movies.
road trips, like
Vacation.
Oh, no, vacation is a must.
Vacation, guys.
vacation. I mean, those long weekends we've been to. We've been to Saskatoon. We've been to Moose Jaw. I mean, so just drive around.
Just go out.
and
So even
just
sometimes when
see-
you're
see
inside,
Canada.
you get bored.
Yeah,
I don't know. You get bored, and sometimes you start getting at each other's neck. You know, want to press the other person because you're already frustrated. So go out. That's what I
Yeah,
would say.
take
I and
fresh
Victor eat out a lot. Like he just like, what are you guys doing today? What are you doing now? I'm like, nothing. I'm with the kid. Let's go. I'm coming to pick you up. We'll just go out, eat out a lot, and sometimes it takes away stress from me in particular. I have a little son, right? So I'm like, oh my God, I've been all around taking care of this boy, blah, blah, blah. And he says, let's just go out.
Yeah.
And when I am out, I am just enjoying myself while he takes care of the kids, you know? So I think going out here, you know, don't say it's cold, it's winter. That's your reality. It will not go away because of the way you feel. So, you know, adjust, but still try, dress properly, still go out, have bonding time, spend time together, see movies, you know, watch movies, binge on series. I do that. So we're just saying, you know, that's one way to make it better for us here, because we don't have a lot of options here like we do. In Nigeria, we have lots of spots that we can go to and, you know, have fun. You know, we have the kind of fun
I mean,
we
you'll
really.
be busy.
Yes, you know, stuff.
Weekend, you are busy.
Yeah,
Saturday,
make
Sunday.
do with what you have around you.
Yeah.
You know, you don't wait for the big vacation before you take
Create
time
your
off.
own fun.
exactly.
Yeah, don't
makes
wait
no
for
enjoy with the
You
kids.
can
Yeah.
even just drive around.
Drive around. Yeah, Victor does that with the kids. Just
sightseeing.
drive around. Yeah.
Because there are a lot of places you have not even been in Regina.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
I
drive
agree.
there,
That's
look
true. Yeah.
around,
Like this December, I got to know that there's this website where you go and they tell you all the locations where you have really lovely Christmas decorations.
Whoa.
So yeah, so they'll tell you what's there. Like there was this one where they had high sculptures and stuff. So it was a colleague at work that told me, and it was really good. If you drive, especially at night, it's beautiful.
Wow.
It's really beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, that's okay. Later you send that to me.
I'll send you the link.
See, I love that. And that is something the kids would love.
Yeah, so just drive around,
Yeah.
you know, during Christmas time and let them see the sights.
Let's quickly go for a short break. We'll be right back for more juicy